Cake. Time now for Great Day Food. How about a no-fuss dessert, Kara?
Yeah, Chef Plum is here. He's showing us how to make a no-bake cheesecake.
Sounds right up my alley, Chefy.
Good afternoon, friends. How are you?
Hi,
We're
good.
excellent. How are you?
I am living the dream. And I'll tell you what, I have a rule at my client's house where I work privately with a wonderful, wonderful family. I'm not allowed to bake. They don't let me bake. They just don't.
There's other people for that, right?
Yes, there's cooking and baking.
That's what she said. She said, listen, I'll bake. I'll do all the baking. She thinks that my stuff comes out terrible when I bake it, but she has too much heart to actually say that. She's like, I'll handle the baking. And I'm like, okay, well, I've got something for you. How about if I make you a dessert that we don't have to bake?
I think that's
She's
fantastic.
like, okay, what do you got? It works for me. So I said, let's make this delicious cheesecake. All right. So there's a great way to make delicious cheesecake without baking it. I started off by using a little bit of these graham cracker crumbs right here. I took a cup of these and I took a 1/4 cup of butter. I melted it in a pan. I mixed it all together. And to make this, you can see on my overhead camera, I made a little crust, right? It's just melted butter and a little bit of those graham cracker crumbs.
Yep.
Melt together, smash them down, throw them in the oven for about 6.5 minutes, 8 minutes, something like that. And it's perfect. All right. So I'm going to keep this over here. So now I've got the crust made. Now let's make the base of this cheesecake. Now, a lot of cheesecakes, you think about it, you got to have egg yolks, you got to whip it up really good, temper it all together. It's not easy, but this one is. So here we go. Big bowl. I've got a full container of Philadelphia cream cheese here. This is about 1 pound. You know, it sounds like a lot when you say 1 pound, but it's just one of these containers, one of these little tubs like this, right? So I'm putting all of that in here, and then I'm going to add about 1/2 of another one, okay? Now, you could cut this recipe in half, make it smaller if you wanted to, but, you know, we're going to add about 1/2 of this one in here too, just like that. And then what I'm going to do, as this is hanging out right here, I'm going to beat this together a little bit with our mixer, just to soften it up a little bit, right?
Okay.
Just a little bit there. Gets a little excited. There we go. Everyone's getting happy. Okay. So then what we do, while this is just hanging out like this, I like to beat it up and let it rest for a second. We're going to put it aside. You don't have to rest it, but that's what I like to do. I'm going to take my pan, and this is the only real cooking thing you've got here. Here we go. I'm going to add a cup of sugar right into this pan, just like that. I'm going to add a 3/4 cup of water right into the pan. And then here is the trick. Here is the winner. This is just that simple, easy, plain gelatin. You can buy this in any grocery store. I know my grandmother used to mix this with fruit juice and make little like juice jello things. But this is what this is. You got to put this in here, and we have to do this fancy technique they call in the culinary world blooming. I don't name the stuff, guys. That's just what they call it when I get there. So we call it blooming. So we're just going to stir this up as it's cold, right? Stir this up. You want to dissolve that gelatin and that sugar together with that water. And then what I do is I put this on the heat, right on low, just for about 30 seconds back here on the stove top. So let me just throw this back here. Sometimes I have a camera back here. I don't today because I don't need it. It's one thing. So that while that's getting hot back there, I'm back here to our mixture. I'm going to grab a little zester. I like a little bit of citrus in mine, so I'm going to throw a little zest of a little bit of lime in there. About 1/2 is all we need. About 1/2. Then I'm going to add a little bit of zest of lemon in there, just like this. I think that really brightens it up. And then here you go. You ready to check this out? That's what we're going to do. Take a little bit of that Grand Marnier, okay?
Oh,
Orange liqueur.
Grand Marnier.
Pour it right there, just a little bit. Oh, it's delicious. Just a little bit, Scott. Just a little bit. You got to keep everybody happy in the house. And then we're going to come over here to our mixture we've got right here. Check this out. We're just going to mix this in like this. Pour that right in there. And this is really it, friends. This is really it. This is the hard part right here. Mix it up. Get it all mixed together nicely. And it'll come together really nice. It'll have that kind of consistency of almost like a thick cake batter is what we're looking for. Whoa, getting a little crazy with the mixer. A thick cake batter. So you want to come together just like this. And then once I've got it mixed to about, a few minutes there of mixing, I'm going to reach in here and grab a little sour cream. And just put about a cup of sour cream in there too. That kind of adds that little bit of a bite to it. Mix that guy up. Beautiful, right? We're going to take this and then we're going to pour it right on top of here. And then what we do is this is going to go into our refrigerator for about, not the top on it. It's going to go into our refrigerator for about 4 hours or so. And look what happens when it comes out. Check this out. How gorgeous is this, right? I cut the sides already. Lift this up. Come on. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Look at that. Can you see that?
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Isn't that great?
That's really
Now,
beautiful.
I don't have that kind of pan for this, but you can use those springform pans, whatever you got. Let's cut a little piece off and see how we did here. Oh, this looks great. Are you kidding me? Here we go. Check this out.
All right, we got to let you go.
Beautiful.
We got to let you go, Chefy, but we love you.
It looks great.
Have a great day. Enjoy your cheesecake. I know I will.
Looks good.
My
All right.
mouth is watering.